The episode with Keisha and Malcolm, I was really glued to that episode, that the premiere of season two, and I really loved to see the exchange between them as brother and like sister in real life, and how those are just two, you know, people that wound up growing up to just be really good people. And I think that we don't ever have a conversation enough about the good people in our community, in our lives. We are attracted to the drama and the scandal and the tea and all those things, but I think Malcolm lived a life that was extraordinary and to be admired. Again, your earlier guest was like, when did you ever hear Malcolm Jamal Warner ever getting in trouble? It's like not. And the funny thing about that is that you expect that from people that have success in Hollywood, that grow up around celebrity, especially at a young age. And I I was uh I was really struck by that in the time that we got to spend together. And I'll say at that time, when we did that show, that was a really tough time for me. But even before then, with what you know I've been building with fan base, um, I know who my allies are, and Malcolm was and will always be an ally to what we're building, because those people that understand what you're trying to do and what you're trying to build and what you're trying to be a part of and what you're trying to represent. And I appreciate him for that, because that conversation was needed at a time for me, where my faith was being tested in ways that people probably don't know, because doing these things are kind of hard, and you really wonder, do people really have your back and understand and really care about what you're doing? And Malcolm, showed that to me.
And I think just the way you talk about just the way that Black people in America and how they're the mover and shaker of things culturally in America. Like nothing can be successful without us. Um, I'm just really wondering what you think about his impact in that regard because of his history, because it is, as we see, so revered.
Well, let me say this. Um, we, we Black culture is such a powerful thing, and we don't, really have the opportunity again to control our narrative and say that. I speak highly about this show in particular because we need more voices in shows like this. I know again that there's more to our community than a lot of the things that we are entertained by, but a lot of content doesn't get the opportunity to be seen, and there's a lot of conversations that our culture need to have, and this platform was giving a perspective, um, and is going to continue to give a perspective. I know you guys are going to continue to give a perspective um, that we need to hear at all times. Um, Also, personally, I'm growing up in life, and I want to say that I took a lot of what Malcolm was saying in that episode and after the episode and what he was doing. Let me talk about that for a second too, because um, everything that's gone on in the last week just caught me so off guard, because um, I just celebrated my 50th birthday not too long ago. And when I did you guys' show, as soon as the show was over with, Malcolm gets up and starts doing these stretches, like these poses, right? I know you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Malcolm is doing and it's like, and he's unapologetic. It's not embarrassing or nothing, because it's like these are some weird poses. Like he's really doing some stretches. He's like he's doing it, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, listen. He's like, the key to physical longevity is flexibility and muscle strength, right? And really stretching is just a really big thing that people don't realize, that really gives you physical longevity. And I was like, I'm gonna remember that. Like,
Right,
serious,
right.
huh? I'm serious. I'm not. This is. I'm for real, right? So,
Yeah.
so this is a true story. Last Thursday, my back starts hurting me. Like for real. I'm like, yo, I don't never have no back pain. It's not anything like that. But I was like, oh man, I hope this is not what 50's like. Because all of a sudden you just go along and your tires give out on you. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I remember what Malcolm said. I'm gonna start stretching. So I really had a rough 3 or 4 days, like to the point that I don't have very many sleepless nights. But Sunday, like all Sunday night, I did not sleep. But the stretching is really what helped me.
Mm.
And it's crazy that I met Malcolm like at this time in my life where, you know, we have to take care of ourselves. To the black men out there, you know, that's something that Malcolm taught me, is to care for our bodies. I don't drink, you know, smoke or anything like that. Um, but I saw like he's physically fit. I was like, yo, you know, you look good. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I need to really be mindful about that and just what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
so I took that with me. Like, and so when I got the news, I was like, that just the most bizarre thing, to really have someone on your mind like that in a way, and then you hear something about them like that. And I know we've been talking about, you know, even our episode, because that was one of the most, I guess, kind of cathartic conversations that I've been able to have, because you guys caught me off guard. I was like, are we recording?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Intros.
You never know. We just like to get in that conversation.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, I'm talking like, when is the podcast start? Like, we started.
Yeah, look, we can go for 20 minutes, sir.
we're having we're having this whole conversation, so it doesn't feel like a podcast. It just feels like dialogue between black people that really need to be able to have those type of conversations. So it was cathartic. It was inspirational. It was